We are live and ready to survive. Flyday. Episode 1 with the super. All right. Hopefully, our sound works today because if it doesn't, I'm going to lose my mind. So, welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I'm just doing a quick one today, so it won't be hours and hours and hours. We're going to tie this little nymph, and we're just testing to see if our volume is working. And of course, this weekend is Father's Day, so I won't be tying flies on Father's Day. We are canceled for Father's Day. So, let's get into it, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we're going to tie this little nymph, and it's a very cool little nymph. I caught lots of fish on this little nymph. Hello, Mrs. Superfly.
Hello, Mr. Superfly.
How you doing, Mrs. Superfly?
Good, good.
Mrs. Superfly is flying high. Come and join me to catch some flies, to tie some flies.
What are we tying?
We are tying the little black nymph, the little nympharoo. So, hopefully everybody enjoys it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to start off. And what are we doing after I tie this fly, Mrs. Fly? We're going to have dinner and then we're going to go shopping, right?
Yes.
Get some groceries.
Every time I spell the word tying, it changes it to trying.
Really?
And on last week's live stream.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm going to delete the message.
Okay.
And try again.
You can delete the message and try again. Absolutely. So we're going to get our hook gauge out, Mrs. Superfly. And we are going to measure our hook. See, we got our hook gauge and then this hook gauge that I make. I make these little hook gauges. They got all my information on them. So I give them out as like a business card, a functional business card. So we're using a size 10 straight hook for that. And we're going to put it in our device. I hope people can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can? Well, can you hear me on that device?
I'm here, yes.
Okay. Well, we're already better off than we were the last time. The last time was horrible. Remember, guys? Took me 60 minutes to get my. Oh yes. Okay. There you go. There you go. So it took me like 60 minutes to get my video working, and then for the next 2 hours, I couldn't get my sound to work.
Right.
It was horrible. But I did some testing this week, and so far so good. So if anybody does sign in to watch, let me know if it's not working. Hopefully my sound does work. I think it seems to be working on the Mrs. Superfly's tablet for sure. Okay, so we put our not clear nylon thread. We started below the hook. We wrapped it down. We wrapped it up. And the first thing we're going to do in this fly is the eyes. So what we need is some black beads, which I got here. And we need a broom bristle, one of those thick broom bristles off of an Oscar broom. And then we're going to go in here and we're going to look for 2 fairly big eyes that are the same. So 2 beads that are the same size. There they are. All right. And we're going to put our beads off on our table and not spill them today. I'm so bad for spilling beads, guys. It's crazy. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our torch and we're going to leave about 3 millimeters of broom bristle. We're going to melt it, and then we're going to touch it down on our vise. I'll just touch it on this vise so you can see. And then we're going to take our hemostats. We're going to pinch it in. We're going to take our plastic cutting scissors, which is here, cut off the same amount, so about 3 or 4 millimeters on the other side. We're going to melt it, touch it down on our vise. All right, so we got our dumbbell eyes. All right. Now what we're going to do, hold them onto our fly like this. We're going to tie them in. Just like that. All right. Beautiful. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look for our black marabou tail, which is, in our case, going to be feathers off of a feather boa. You know, the ones the ladies wear. That's where I get all my little marabous from. So this one looks pretty fluffy. So we're going to pick up that. I'm going to pick up my crystal flash that I dropped on the floor. I'm being all messy today, guys. If you're not being messy, you're not having fun tying flies. Right, Mrs. Superfly?
That's correct.
Right?
Messy, messy, messy.
If you're not making a lot of mess in the kitchen, you're not really cooking a good meal.
Correct.
That's the Mrs. Superfly's domain. She's always cooking up some good things in the kitchen. So I'm going to use this marabou.
Okay.
I'm going to trim off the end of that feather. And we want our tail to be about the same length as our hook shank. So you're going to put it back about that far. And we're going to tie it in. Like so. All the way to the end. And it's up to you if you want to get a little bit of flash in there or not. If you do, you can always take a little bit of flash and you can put it in the tail. I am not going to put any in. I'm going to tie it the way I tied this one. So I am not going to put any flash in the tail. But you can if you want. And this would be the part where you tie it in. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we need to put our body ribbing into our fly. So in this case, I'm going to use a bit of a gold body ribbon. So what you're going to do is you're going to tie it, you're going to place it just below the eyes. You're going to tie it down, and you're going to tie it right down to where the tail meets the bend of the hook. Just like that. All right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to, if I can find it, of course I wouldn't have any. Why do I not have any? Let's see if I put it in here. Oh yes, here it is. You're going to take a piece of black garbage bag.
What is that for?
This is to make the body of our nymph.
Wow.
So you need a piece about 4 times the length of your hook. I'm going to put the rest back in the box where I store them in. By the way, Miss Superfly, thank you for keeping notes.
That's okay.
You're doing a good job. Everybody's busy getting ready for Father's Day.
Yeah. It's Friday, they're shopping, they're baking.
A lot of people are
working.
live. A lot of people are live streaming today too.
Live streaming, yep.
Because they won't be able to. A lot of people will be busy with family. So
yeah, absolutely.
We just came from Papa's live stream. Papa was rocking it today. So if anybody doesn't know Papa, go check out his channel. It's Fishing with Papa, and he was rocking the fish today.
Really?
He got 2 or 3 catfish. He got a carp. He got a striper.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was rocking it.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Alrighty. So we tied in our garbage bag right below the eyes and brought it all the way down to the back. And we're just going to leave that hanging off the back there now for a minute. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab some thin black broom bristles. Or actually, we're going to use the medium thick. We're going to use the medium thick on this. So give me a second to find it. So there's really thin ones, and then there's medium thick ones, and then there's thick ones.
And what are those for?
And these medium thick ones right here are going to be for the leg of our little nymph. Okay, so I got a whole bunches of broom bristles in all different sizes and colors. Maybe one of these days I'll just do a broom bristle talk. Hey, Jared! My brother Jared is in the house. The vintage fly guy. He is incredible. If you don't know Jared, you got to go check out his channel. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. He ties really fantastic flies, really vintage stuff. He makes really cool fly rods. He fixes up fly rods. He does some fly fishing on there. He's incredible.
Yeah.
So if you don't know Jared, definitely hit up my brother Jared. I did, and I have never been sorry yet. Okay, so I'm going to take these broom bristles, and see this end is really, really bushy. I'm just going to cut them bushy ends off because they are not really needed. So I'm just going to cut them off.
Jared, thank you for that shout out.
You are so welcome, brother Jared. I'm telling you, people, he never disappoints. He never disappoints. I hope you're feeling better, by the way.
Yes, we've been praying.
We've been praying for you, and
yeah.
So I cut those broom bristles in half because they're pretty long broom bristles. So I only need a little short one, and you want it to come out past the eyes on either side, maybe twice the length of the beads that you used. So that's what we're going to use for our legs, and we're going to tie them in one by one. So I'm going to go about 2 millimeters below the bead eyes and tie in my first pair.
He very much appreciates our prayers.
You're very welcome, brother. You're very welcome. By the way, Jared, if you were watching last week, I do apologize on Sunday that we had so many technical issues. All of you guys who did stick with me and girls, you really melted my heart, and it just shows you how wonderful some of you people are. You were just superheroes to me, and I love you guys so much. So what I'm going to do with these first pair of bristles, I'm just going to pull them forward, and this will allow me to have space to tie in my second pair of broom bristles. All right, and you're going to do that again about 1 millimeter away from the first pair. And then once you tie them in, you're going to pull them forward, and this will allow you to go and 1 more millimeter up, and then we're going to tie in our last pair, or our back pair of legs.
Jared said he has up and down days. The
Oh,
worst part is I have a couple of videos almost done. I just need a little bit filmed. And when I get off work, I'm too sapped to do it. I just want to go to bed.
wow.
But he said last week, no problem. I remember he was there,
He was there, yeah.
but he had no power, so he didn't stay long. I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got our broom bristles all tied in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip our fly over. We're going to lift up our bobbin. I'm getting all tongue-tied. And then we're going to apply some crazy glue onto those legs. And basically what that's going to do is just lock them into place so that they won't move. All right. So we can leave our thread right there. And then we're going to take our black garbage bag. Now what I want to do is if you have a rotating vise like I do, you're going to lock it in place. And then you're going to start to wrap the garbage bag around your hook shank, and you're going to taper it ever so slightly by adding extra wraps as you go up the shank. And then what you're going to do is you're going to, once you get to the below the legs, you're just going to take your thread. You're going to do one wrap around the garbage bag, and then you're going to pull up and tie it off right below the legs, like that. And then you can take your scissors. Mine are all wrapped up in wool from other flies. And then you can just trim off. I'll just try and put it here. You can trim off your fly. Make sure when you trim off your garbage bag, you don't cut your thread and you don't cut your legs, your broom bristle legs. You don't want to do that. Okay. So now we're going to take our wire ribbing and we're going to just start to wrap up in 1 millimeter sections from the bend of the hook up to right below where your legs are tied in. All right, and I'm going to do 2 wraps there. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wrap around the wire with my thread. I'm going to pull up and tie it in. And
what's the wire for?
the wire is to make the body sections of the bug, of the fly. Because if you look at a nymph or a bug, you can see always those little body sections.
Okay.
And it also just adds a little bit of weight because this is a wet fly.
Okay.
So when you're fishing this particular fly, you want it to sink a little bit. So the wire and the glass bead eyes help it to sink. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to spread our legs out a little bit. All right, so now we can work in between our legs. And what we want to do is on this fly, we're going to do a little crystal part on the thorax. All right, because when these flies are swimming to the surface, their skin gets a little air bubble on it, and it has this little reflective piece. Like it looks very reflective, but it's just their skin is starting to get air around it, so that they can, when they reach the surface, they can shed their skin. So that's what that's going to represent. So we are going to get a piece of that ribbon, which I have right here, but it's not very wide. I want a wider piece than that. Okay, I got a wider piece. And this ribbon, this opal sort of mother of pearl ribbon, it just comes from Easter baskets.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just place it onto our fly, and we're going to tie it on with a few good wraps, and right behind all set of the legs, like so. All right.
Interesting.
And then
Jared said he loves that you take materials that the tying snobs would label taboo or rebel and make incredible flies with them, like the broom bristles. Lots of snobs would scoff at those. Incredibly lifelike legs, Joey.
yeah, so absolutely, Jared. So again, like, you know, we've talked about this in many of my videos and live chats.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's these guys who are And they're purists. And what they consider purist is because because our grandfathers used furs and feathers, that's what they're going to use, furs and feathers, and they won't use anything else. They won't use beads, they won't use paints, they won't use bristles, they won't use any other foams or other kinds of materials. They just want to tie them as purely as they can.
That's okay.
And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an art, and it is, I use furs and feathers in my flies too when it calls for it. But also, like, why not experiment if we have the materials available? Why not? And our grandfathers don't. All these purist guys who would put their noses up at us guys, they don't understand that our grandfathers would have used these materials if they had access to them. So then they would be the purist, right? But that's the growth of a hobby, right? Like, we don't drive horse and buggies anymore. We drive, like, are these purist guys still driving around in horse and buggies? Probably not. They're probably driving around in their Ford Mustangs and their new wagons and buggies. Well, I mean, why? And cell phones. We all got cell phones now, but why do we have cell phones? I mean, we did away with the house phone. So, I mean, these purist guys I gotta laugh at these guys because, and I'm not disrespecting them. It is an art, and any of us real fly tyers appreciate all forms of fly tying, right?
Yeah.
Just because they have their preferred favorites, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And you know what? I love watching those guys tie the old flies.
Yeah.
Just like you, Jared, I love watching you tie the vintage flies. Like, those flies just blow my mind. The creativity and the way they design them, like, yeah, that's so for me, I just think, why limit yourself to the past when you can add to your toolbox or your tips and tricks box by using some of the newer stuff? Like, there's some guys who tie. So, like, just to be really honest, like, this year alone, I've gotten into UV resins. Before this year, I never touched UV resin, and I'm 35 years into fly tying. So it took me 35 years before I even considered UV resins as a material. So, yes.
Fat Cat Fishing and Blue Rooster say hello.
Hey, Fat Cat. This is probably early for Fat Cat.
Yeah.
Fat Cat's like, wow, you're on early today, Superfly.
Yeah.
Usually, Fat Cats those guys are going to bed at that time. Cool Cat and all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rooster.
Rooster and Fat Cat, all you guys, all you cool guys are in the house. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Jared said he often gets scoffed for using poly wings in some of his vintage flies to gain more flotation. They say it's not true to the pattern. Well, I got news. Every fly out there is a variant of a previous.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the thing, right, Jared? Like, everything we're tying was on our forefathers. Like, they all those and even these bugs. Okay, so you guys know me. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. Okay, so all these bugs, in my opinion, that we tie, who tied them first? God did. Only he breathed life into them. So we're copying everything we do is a copy, and God gave them to us to copy. So, I mean, every fly you do has it, and you know what? If you create something, like, you can take this fly and add something to it and make it your own fly. And you know what? I'm not going to get upset with you about it. I've never been one of these copyright kind of, that's my fly kind of thing. Listen, if I was worried about that, I wouldn't be on here showing you guys how to tie these.
Right.
I want you guys to tie these. I want everybody who watches my videos. I know there's some of you guys have no interest in fly tying. I get that. But for those of you who do, I absolutely encourage you to take my patterns, tie them however you want, the same way, change them up if you want. I'm not gonna see you on Facebook or something. Go, you stole my fly design. Trust me, I'm not gonna do that, because you know what? If you can do this, what I do, I'm gonna congratulate you, because it's not easy. It takes time. It takes patience. And listen, I tie some junk. I'm gonna tell you, in my days I've tied some junk. I didn't tie these things overnight.
No.
So, and I would. You guys today are blessed and lucky, because I'm going to tell you, you have Google, you have YouTube, you have Snapchat, you have all these different kinds of programs. You can find all these patterns, and from all over the world. When I started, Google wasn't a thing. YouTube wasn't a thing. So like I just slapped stuff on hooks until it looked good.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what our forefathers did. Our grandfathers and the guys before them, they slapped stuff on hooks until it looked buggy enough to get fish to eat it. That's it. I mean, that's fly tying and fly fishing at its core. You make it look something that the fish will eat, and that's it.
Jared said, as much as those purists don't want to admit it, their extended body origami wing done is a descendant of someone 1,000 years ago.
Absolutely.
Tying a chicken feather to a piece of bone.
Absolutely. Jared, you nailed that one right on the head. That's just reality, right? So, okay. So I folded over the ribbon. And what I'm going to do, I want it to go in between the eyes as well.
Did you use orange dubbin?
I did use orange dubbin.
Okay.
So if I forgot to talk to you guys, tell you
did.
guys what I used. I used some orange wool dubbin that I blend up in the blender. So this is just orange wool in the blender. So now I'm going to pull it backwards. But when I pull it backwards, I've got to flatten it out a little bit because I got a little bit crinked in the front. And I'm going to go back one more time through it. And the reason I'm doing that is because it will really pick up all the luminescent material underneath it. When you just do it once, it doesn't seem to pick up the sparkle as much. And I'm not sure why, but just doubling it up or in this case tripling it up, it just adds that extra sparkle that gives that fly that little pop.
Honey?
Yes, sweetheart.
I'm not sure if it's the...
Hey, Tink Tink.
Oh.
Tink Tink's in the house.
I guess the sky is changing, but over your right shoulder, it's almost like it's making it a bit blurry.
Yeah. So let's...
You might want to close that curtain there. Yeah,
give me a second, guys. I'll close the curtain. Yeah. They can see my sexy Lego shorts. You like my Lego shorts, guys? Look, these are my Lego shorts. My mom bought me those for Christmas, and I wear them for fly tying. For all you Lego fans out there.
Oh, see, even Jared said, "Good call, Mrs."
Yeah,
it looks better.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Still looking all right, guys? There we go.
You might, I know we want to see your lovely face, but you might want to put your device a bit lower so that it goes off your shirt for us to see it.
Is that helpful?
Not your shirt, the fly.
Is that helpful, or you want me to or this? I can raise my camera like this.
But then it's going to go out to your face.
How about this?
Just a second, okay?
Mrs. Superfly always keeps me on track. That looks good, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, pretty much, this is a really good sort of spring wiggler pattern. They call these...
You said you can see the fly better now.
There you go.
It's against your body and it's not against your face.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good call, Jared. You guys keeping me on track.
Yeah.
Right, Fat Cat? You guys just shout it out when things are going. At least you can hear me today.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe Sunday's. You guys were awesome. I mean, all you guys that came and showed up and stuck out, you really touched my heart. I mean,
You made a thank you video.
I made a thank you for
You
you
were so
guys.
touched.
I was so touched that you guys stuck around. I mean, that was horrible. 2 hours, 2 hours. You guys stuck around with no sound. I was like, oh my gosh, worst video ever. The only good thing about it, there was one good thing about it. At least I got to make 3 flies because I wasn't as busy chatting. So that's the good thing. Because when I get talking to you guys, I hardly get I plan in my head. Okay, I'm going to show you this fly, and this fly, and I'm lucky to get through one whole fly. And by the way, all you guys who showed up, all your names went into the draw for the Jody's fly box. And this fly too will be going into the Jody's fly box for you guys. And when we reach that 1,000 subscribers, I am going to draw one of your names out of the Jody's fly box. So good luck to you all. I wish you guys all good luck, and I know a couple of you are dying to get it. Solo is just itching to get a Jody's fly box. He really wants one. All right. So I didn't explain what I did there.
No. I know what you did.
I got Mrs. Superfly knows what I did, but you guys don't know what I did. So what I did was I took my hemostats and I went out just past the bead eye. I bent the broom bristles in a 90 degrees, and then I bent them up again in a 90 degrees, and then now you have your little leggies, right? Now this broom bristle here is like kind of splitting, which I don't really like. So if you get that, what you can do is you can take your crazy glue, you can just gently stick your fly's leg in there, and as you see it closed it all up.
Yeah.
And voila, it just fixed that problem. So just don't touch it for a couple seconds till it dries, and you'll fix it. Now, see, you got this shine on here on the top, but I'm going to show you how. I don't know what causes it. I guess the reflection in the gel, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to take some UV resin. Now you can take this fly just like this and fish it, no problem. But if you have UV resin, which I do, so I'm going to use it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a little bit of a coating on top of that metallic opal ribbon. Okay. I'm going to take my torch, my UV torch, and I'm going to slap that. And I'm going to warn you guys, as I always do whenever I use UV resin, do not inhale it. Do not stick your head close to it. If you have a breathing apparatus, use it. Don't look directly into the bright lights. It's bad on your eyes. It can cause permanent eye damage, which I, as you guys know, already have eye damage. I've been eye damage since I was a kid, and then being a diabetic now does not help that. Although you guys will be happy to know my sugars are coming down. They were down at 16 today. So that's good. No, not my sugars. My
weight.
My weight, but my sugars also came down. So that's good. That's good. When my sugars come down, I can see better.
I'm not sure if Blue Rooster wants to ask a question, but he just wrote Superfly.
Rooster.
Is that
Blue Rooster is Red Rooster. Yeah, he changed his. Blue Rooster is Red Rooster.
He was a new person.
No. He's the same old rooster. Just he's blue now instead of red. With all this thing he's going on with his life, he's feeling a little blue. Rooster, here. I'm gonna mod you up, Rooster. Here. There you go. Rooster's gonna be a mod now. He's modding for the Superfly. Okay, so I took my clear nail polish and I went over the opal, and I also touched it onto the eyes.
He said, "Why are you modding him?"
You don't want to be modded?
Well, he's in pain. He comes and goes a lot. Doesn't he?
Yeah, he comes and goes, but he's a brother.
Okay.
He's here so often. He supports me all the time,
He's
and
very supportive.
we hang around in all different chats together. So
Oh, do you?
yeah. Me and Rooster are talking all the time in other chats.
Okay.
Hey, if you don't want to be a mod, Rooster, I'll take you off of mods, but I just consider you a brother, right? All the people who are mods in my group, I trust them. I'm not going to let you drive my car, but I trust you to mod my group.
Jody. Jared said if he told Solo that if he wins the box, he's going to send it to Solo.
Oh, really? That's so nice of you, Jared.
I know.
Solo's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Solo was the first guy. Him and Bambi were the first in my group.
Yeah.
They're really great people.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, and one more thing I want to do is I want to put some nail polish, clear nail polish, also onto the thorax section and just seal that in. And then, pretty much, your fly, let me just put my cap on my UV resin so it doesn't harden up. And pretty much, there is your, like, spring wiggler style nymph. Sometimes they call them Michigan wigglers. Sometimes they're spring wigglers. But basically, it's a mayfly pattern, a merger mayfly pattern. Nymph is what it is. And I have caught many fish on these. So I highly recommend. So if you're a trout guy, these are fantastic for trout. If you're a panfish guy, like I like, so I'm a trout and panfish and bass guy. I've caught so many perch and different panfish, bluegills, crappies, all those fish going to eat this. Chubs, you name it, I've caught on there in the panfish department. So this is another good one to add to your box of goodies. I really enjoy it, so highly recommend it. And since I'm standing here right now, I'm going to pull out the box, the giveaway box, which is starting to get quite full. So if you guys haven't seen it, I designed these boxes. So on the front, I designed them all different patterns. So this one that I'm giving away first is the tricky trout, but I have bass, I have other ones, and my logo is on the back. And when you open it up, there are two more boxes in there. Again, pretty much the same style as the bigger one, with my logo and everything in there. And if you open it up, you'll see all the flies that I've made. So all the ones that I've done on the live stream. So I got the mayfly. So that's basically the adult to that. And I got these little orange, I never even named them. I just call them the orange jigglies, I guess. They got the nice wiggly legs. Anything in orange, these are killer flies. I've got the Rapala style long flies. These, the pink, they're kind of like a pink carpworm. These are really fantastic. Anything in pink and orange like that, really great fly. I did an orange Rapala one night for you guys, like the goldfish kind of style. These are really a fantastic fly. I did a red carpworm. Hey, I guess I've done this nymph before on one of my episodes. There's one already in there for you guys. Well, now you're going to have two. So somebody's going to get two of those nymphs. This one is real. This is a really good fly. This little like it's got like a popper body, but it swims like with the lip. It swims like a Rapala. This is a real. They were really hitting heavy onto that the other day. I fished that, and there's another like coppery black minnow pattern, and then a couple of poppers. There's a larger one and a bit of a smaller one. So there, if you guys like bass and stuff on the top. So that's the first box, and we're already into the second box. So we got you guys the grasshopper. Somebody's going to get this grasshopper. And we got like a pink, I kind of call this like sort of like a pink tickle. So it's like a little pink puffy micro bugger. And then this fantastic little buggery pattern. All these little things. So if you guys are panfish guys, these guys are incredible stuff. This one worked really good. This orange little. I don't even remember half the names of these flies. I tie so many flies, guys. There's the tadpole. These are great. Man, somebody's getting a lot of good flies here. This is a little shrimpy sort of isopod. And got like a topwater beetle. These are fantastic. And then, of course, I fished this one. This one's in my second last video. These were just fire the other day. So, yeah, so somebody's going to get a lot of good flies. I'm going to repack them up later. I'm just going to put them off to the side. I just wanted to show you guys since I was here. I'll let you guys know. The box is getting full, guys. The box is getting full. So I'm going to add this fella into the box. And somebody's going to get that. So yeah, guys and girls. Oh, hey, Austin. Hey, Austin. What's up, buddy? Yep. So yeah, just you guys are all incredible people, and I love you guys. And thank you for showing up today. I'm so glad I got the bugs worked out of the system. What was I going to show you guys? Boop. I made something.
The purple grasshopper?
No, I want to show you this.
Okay.
This is the fish count for the year. So for the whole year, I've got 334 fish. And in June alone, I got 176. April, I got 49. May, I got 109. And of course, like I said, June, 176. Those are the fish catches from the Superfly. This year, I got to tell you, has been my slowest, crappiest year ever on record for catching fish. The environment has changed. People keep saying there's no global warming or no environment changes, climate changes. There absolutely is climate change. And this year has been the worst on record. It's been super cold for a super long time. And the fish are just shut off. Trout season was slow. Everything's slow. All the breeding fish have been slow. The water's been cold. I haven't been able to, only in the last 2 weeks have I really been able to get out in my floaties, my float tubes or my pontoons. So it's just been a slow start to this year. I'm praying that we have an Indian summer and we get a nice warm fall and we can fish into October. But who knows? You don't know. It's you know what? All we can do is go day by day, right, guys? Just tie them flies or get our lures ready and pray that we can just get good weather. But if we don't have good weather, at least we're good company. and we're all in good company because all you guys are here watching me, and we get to chat it up. And I love you guys.
Austin said that's interesting because it's been hot and humid in Iowa and stormy, and they've had floods.
Yeah. So
we'll get like that for a day or two, and then
yeah, we'll get like
cold.
Yeah, we'll like that's the thing. Like usually here, once it goes warm, it stays warm. But what has happened like this year, we'll get 2 or 3 days of really nice weather, and then boom, thunderstorm and cold and windy. And high winds, like high winds. Very cold, very windy, very crazy.
And then we'll have a day where it's like stifling.
Yeah, and then a day will come out of nowhere, and it'll be like sticky and stifling.
Yeah.
Like for us, I know a lot of you guys are in the States, but for us, like when it's over 30 degrees here, that's hot for us. So if we get like 35 degrees or 40, like if we hit 40s, that we're melting. That's like you guys being over 100 degrees.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've had some hot days, and then boom, out of nowhere, it's like spring again, and it's like, what? We're almost mid-June now.
I know.
Like
it's crazy.
Like usually by now I'm having 300 fish afternoons.
Yeah.
Right? So this year is making a liar out of me. Like I tell you guys, I catch 300 fish in an afternoon.
Yeah.
I really do that.
Yeah.
But this year, that's why I'm keeping count. Like I started keeping count going, wait a minute, I'm not even close to those kind of days. That's why I got one of these clickers. Mrs. Superfly's got a clicker, same as me. And every time I catch a fish, she clicks the button. And at the end of the day, we just compare and make sure I didn't add any extra fish. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But no, but I keep it honest for you guys. And you know, it's really weird. Like this year, I've caught the same amount of fish in 3 months that I normally catch in an afternoon in like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
So it's really off. Like it's just I don't know. And everybody I know seems to be having fishy troubles. So the weather affects fish. And whenever we live stream, we get these people in our chats that are like, oh, you're not catching this, or you're not catching that, or I'll give you $5 to catch the biggest fish, or this and that. Listen, you can't pay us to catch a fish that isn't going to bite. And it has nothing to do with whether we're using a whopper plopper or not, or sticking a worm on the end of our line or whatever. It doesn't matter because do fish eat whopper ploppers? Absolutely. Do they eat worms? Absolutely. Do they eat rubber plastics like R2G makes? Absolutely. Those fish will eat all those things. Like most of those things do catch fish. My flies catch fish. But as you guys know, any of you real fishermen out there who really pick up a rod and a reel and go out there in the conditions and fish, you know that every single day is not going to be sunshine and roses and 350 fish or whatever. It just isn't. As the seasons change, as the weather changes, the moon phases affect the fish, the tides affect the fish, like the rain affects the fish, the high pressure, the low pressure, the seaweed, the weeds in the lake, all those things affect the fish, the pollution levels, everything affects the fish. And you know what? Unless you actually get out there with a rod and a reel and learn those things for yourself, none of us who are doing these YouTube videos or telling you aren't going to learn it that way. It just isn't going to happen unless you actually do it for yourself. And that's all I can tell you about that, guys.
Austin said, absolutely, that's fishing for you.
Absolutely.
And when you were telling him about how our weather's been
weird,
he goes, that would drive me nuts. Although Iowa is known for being a bipolar state. Not that loud.
Well, you know what? Ontario, Canada is starting to be bipolar. Mother Nature needs to get back on her meds, I'm telling you, because the things going on are just crazy. Austin
also said, that's sweet. Not all women make good fishing pals. Because you said I keep track with you.
Oh, you know what, Austin?
Well, I love the water. So whenever you want to fish, I don't care how cold it is, I will come.
Yeah. God blessed me. The Mrs. Superfly, she is a spectacular, spectacular woman all the way around. I can't live my life. So you guys know I'm also a puppeteer too, right? So like I'm all into fly tying and puppeteering and all the whole 9 yards, right?
That means you build and create puppets.
I create and create and create and
a mess.
Yeah,
a mess.
I make a mess. Ferg. Brother Ferg's in the house.
Yes.
Ferg's in the house. I think I broke Ferg's heart though.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He wants a Superfly. He's asked me a few times and I can't get him one.
Well,
I'm still working on it.
I'm
still working on it. I'm still seeing if I can find a delivery service that'll do it without making me put an app on my phone. If I can,
or
fill out a bunch of paperwork to do it.
Yeah.
If I can, and I can just pay and mail it, you will eventually get a Superfly Ferg. But
he said he understands.
I know. I still don't You know what? Everybody is very understanding, but I'm still not very understanding of it. I'm so upset about it. I try to get over it, but that's one thing I can't get. I cannot get over the fact that they've made it so difficult for us to just send stuff in the mail. Like we're not sending nuclear weapons. We're just sending little small gifts to each other. Like it's a tiny little thing. One of my flies in an envelope used to cost me $1.50. I could put a fly in an envelope and mail it to you guys. Just stick a stamp on and go. But ever since, and I'm not going to get into all the politics of it. I'm just not going to. But so stupid. It's so stupid. But anyways, we'll move on. But you know what?
Tie that nice new grasshopper you made.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What's it called again?
I can't tie that. It took me 3 hours to tie it.
It did?
Yeah. I tied this. I'm gonna show you guys.
Who was it for again?
I tied this for our brother R2G, Mr. Grease. Released to the Grease.
Yes.
He reached 2K subscribers. Yeah. Congratulations, R2G!
Yeah.
So I posted this up. I tied this up this afternoon for him to honor him and congratulate him on.
Put your hand in front of it.
Oh, here, let me. That might help. It's in his community tab and my community tab.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys want to see, I tied this up for him, a very special hopper in his honor, and I'm going to fish it in his honor, like I'm going to fish some of the rest of the flies for you guys.
That does look cool. They said it looks cool, honey.
Yeah, it's really cool. Got an orange belly.
It's so colorful. I love
it's very colorful. It's a very colorful. I think those little fish are gonna just go crazy. They love little things like this.
Yeah.
And it's not super big, right? It's a hopper, and it's got a nice articulated butt on the end. So all those little extra movements and everything, that all helps.
Yeah.
So I threw that together for him. And
you just said it took 3 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
To me, throw together is 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Listen, when you tie praying mantis, that takes you 8 or 9 hours.
Okay.
3 hours is a throw together. Trust me.
Okay.
I kid. So, and you know what? Now that I got all the colors down pat and everything for that fly, it won't take me 3 hours to tie it.
Yeah.
But it'll still take longer than I planned to do this Friday fly day.
Yes.
Because we're already, how long are we into it?
We are exactly 1 hour.
We're an hour. So we're an hour into it. I just wanted to come on, do the first Friday fly day. And they're not, I don't know if the Friday fly days will be a scheduled thing like Sundays. They're going to be, if I get time throughout a Friday and I'm sitting around doing nothing, I'm going to pop on and do a Friday fly day. So don't plan on that, guys. Don't make time to sit and watch. If you're around and you want to catch me, watch it. Obviously, you can watch it afterwards if you want. And if I do a Friday fly day, they probably will be like 2.5 hours long, but they're not a guaranteed. I'm not guaranteeing them. And this Sunday, obviously, happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there.
Yes, happy Father's Day.
And I hope all you sons out there who still have your fathers, go in and honor them and take them out, treat them right, get them a fly rod, buy them some flies, whatever. whatever they enjoy, take them golfing. I hope you guys have a I am not a father, so I'm only a son. So, but I will be spending it with my father.
Yeah.
So my mom and dad are coming over, and dad's not into fishing, so there is no way I could do a fly tying thing well. And I would hope that you guys are not sitting here watching me tie flies on Father's Day. Anyways, I hope you're spending time with your families and enjoying yourselves. I mean, that's what these occasions are for, right? To honor our dads. And for me, I'm going to honor the biggest father, our Father in heaven. So I'm going to do it here on our live tonight. I'm just going to say, Father God, thank you for all our blessings. Thank you for my subscribers.
Yes.
Thank you for all my friends,
Yes.
my brothers and sisters in your name,
Absolutely.
and all those who are here today just supporting me, watching me, all those who supported me last Sunday when everything was going wrong. Everything just this week has just been wrong for the Superfly. I've been humbled. I think God was just humbling me this week. I think it was his plan to humble the Superfly and just knock me down a notch, because you know what, guys?
But
I was so blessed.
But exactly.
Yeah.
Every single day.
Absolutely. So
something good happens.
And every single day. Right. So for every bad thing that happened to me this week, something incredibly, amazingly awesome came out of it. So like Sunday, live stream was derailed, but you guys all stuck around. You all supported me, and even with the no sound and the whole things, and you all just lifted me up. Some of you have tech. Some of you are tech wizards. So I'm a little techie, but I'm not nearly as techie as some of you guys. So you guys were all there to lift me up and just help me through that and offer me. And you're like, just contact us if you have any more issues. So thank you guys so much for that. So right there, I was shaking and foaming at the mouth and everything. You guys didn't even see that on camera, but I was for 60 minutes. I was trying to get the camera to go on, and I'm like, I've been live streaming for how many weeks, and I can't get the camera to go on. Like, I know how to set up a camera, so I'm like, ugh. And then the camera starts working, and the sound just wouldn't work, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So I was ready to throw the computer off the balcony. I really was. But because of you guys, you know, and Owen was in here. Owen was like, no, don't go, Superfly, don't go. Because I was going to cut the stream and just be like, it's a wreck. It's not going to work. And you guys were like, no, stick around, do it. You guys are heroes. I mean, you guys are literally heroes. I mean, I couldn't ask for a bigger blessing than to have you guys on my side. And I love you guys all for that, all you guys and gals. So that happened. And then the next day was fishing day. Oh, and by the way, Sunday night after the live stream was a thunderstorm. And you guys all know that fishing before a storm, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour before a storm, good. Fishing after storm, bad. So Monday is my usual fishing day, and it was windy and it was cold. And the boat launch where we normally go, they were it was under construction, so they were tearing up the pavement and wouldn't let anybody park down there or go to the launch and launch their boats. So I didn't get to go out in my inflatable, which is kind of probably good because it was so cold anyways.
Yes.
However, I ended up in the water regardless. So I went wading in the water, and I know some of you guys are natural waders. You do a lot of wading in the water. I don't usually wade, I just float. But anyways, I got out there wading in the water. As I'm wading in the water, my flies were in my pocket, and I waded in and I took a step over and I went in over my waist, and I was like, oh, my flies got wet. And I kept wading out there. I put my flies on the beam of the bridge, because, you know, I was under a bridge, right? And then they fell into the beam, but I didn't see that. I thought they fell into the water, and I'm looking for them for 20 minutes, walking through the water, trying to find my 2 cases of flies. I'll show you these 2 cases.
And I think what was upsetting the Superfly the most
all these
was I was not sensitive about it because you have 1,000 flies
Yeah,
a bulb.
Mrs. Superfly was not
I'm
sensitive
like,
about
whatever.
it. She's like, they're just flies. You got 1,000,000 flies. I'm like, yeah, but I spent days and days and days. Like each one of these flies is, you know, anyways, and some of them I haven't even fished yet or whatever. I was just like incredibly derailed. But so here's where it gets good, right? So I'm upset again. I turned off my live stream because I started doing something, and some of you will understand this. I was cursing, and the superfly is not really a cursing. I'm a child of God, so cursing is not in our nature, right, guys? So, but I was cursing, and I was losing my grip on reality, and I turned off the camera, and I had to edit some of the big parts out of there. But here's where God. So again, God humbles us, right? So all that's going on, and at the end of the day, my buddy Ted, who came up just to see me, just to fish with me, he brought his boat. So he was a little disappointed too because he brought his aluminum boat, couldn't even get out of the water or whatever. But he did end up going in his boat because he went up. So where our spot is, there's one boat launch and then there's another one like 10, 15 minutes down the road. So he drove 10 or 15 minutes to launch his boat, came back up to where I was, and we were fishing together in that area. You'll see him on video, my buddy Ted. But he was able to find my flies on the bridge after I had driven home. So I drove 45 minutes home and then I get a call, hey, I found your flies. So I had to drive back to his place, 45 minutes up the road, get the flies. And then he blessed me not only with finding my flies, but he also gave me a couple of extra Tenkara cane style rods, which you guys will probably see in some of my videos. And then, so he's incredibly amazing hero of mine, and he's a good friend, and I just love Ted. And you know what? All this week, this whole entire week, for everything that went wrong, I got showed how incredibly blessed I am and how incredible friends I really have. And some of you guys, even though you're in different parts of the world and all over the place, you're just an amazing bunch of people. And I am super blessed and honored to know you. So Superfly got humbled this week, and I'm not even upset about it. I mean, at the time, obviously you get upset, but at the end of it, that's where the wisdom comes in, right? We get the wisdom, and the Holy Spirit comes in and he shows us the errors of our ways. And I'm glad to be humbled. I like to be humbled. I don't mind when God humbles me once in a while, because you know what? It's not good to be too high on our high horses. So anyways, you guys are the best part of my day. When I get up and I come into your chats and I hang out with you guys and watch you guys and we talk and then you support me. I love you guys, and that's all I can say about it. I hope you guys, whether you believe in Jesus or God or not, just know that when I say God bless you and I love you, I'm not insulting you. I'm just here to just love you guys, and I really do mean that. You guys are amazing, and I love you guys. Hey, finding Joy. Joy appreciates me. Yes, I love you, Joy. Joy's in the house. Hey, Joy, I'm going to me and Joy hang out in a lot of chats together. She's got to be a mod in the group. There you go. Joy, you are a mod in the group. Welcome to the family, Joy. Welcome. Yeah, you guys know I'm so the Superfly is transparent, right? If I'm having a great day, I'll tell you guys. If I'm having a crappy day, I'll tell you guys. If I'm singing, I'll sing to you guys. If I'm laughing, I'll laugh with you guys. Like, whatever. I wear my emotions on my sleeve, and I got nothing to hide. And I'm just a normal person like the rest of you guys. And I'm happy to let you guys know that.
Right.
So me and Mrs. Superfly, we're humble and we're blessed, and we're living the dream. And there's days where things go askew, and you just gotta pick yourself up and dust yourself off and thank God you're alive and go with it. So yes, so that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the flies. Again, this is what we tied. These little nymphs. They're great for fishing. They're pretty easy to tie, and they look good. They fish well. And now it's 6:30 here in Ontario, Canada. And I think me and the Mrs. Superfly are going to make some dinner. And then we need to go do some shopping because we don't want to shop on Saturday during the Father's Day weekend because the stores are going to be crazy. And we don't want anything to do with that.
Can you see me sit?
Hey, speaking of fishing, before the storm, I should go do
Before
exactly
our
that.
storm, I should go do exactly that.
I'm going to part. But thanks.
for sharing.
Absolutely, Austin. Catch a bunch, brother. Buddy, go catch a bunch. If the 20, 30, possibly 60 minutes before a storm comes through, if you get by the water, woo, that's the hot pocket. But after it starts raining and all that, it's iffy. Those fish, if they shut down, they can shut down hard. So all right. You guys, Austin, have a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys all have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for listening, Joy. You're amazing. Happy fish dance. So yeah, I love you guys. I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get some food. Gonna get some stuff we need for Dad, Mom, and Dad. They're coming on Sunday, so I got to get some groceries to feed them. And I don't know what the rest of the weekend looks like. If I live stream, I'm not going to on Sunday. I can guarantee that there won't be no live stream on Sunday. Maybe tomorrow, depending on what I do, depending if I'm super busy or not. But if I don't see you guys before next week, I'll be obviously put up a fishing video, and unless my camera destroys or something like that, not putting that out there. But gonna go now, guys. We love you guys. Keep your flies on the water. Fish on Canada or wherever else you are, and tight lines. And keep your fly on the water. We love you.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Happy Father's Day. Peace.